welcome back to the channel. In this series, we're going to create art to release emotions and deal with our emotions. It's an art therapy session, so to speak. Disclaimer, I am not an art therapist. I don't have any certification. I'm just an artist who's very passionate about helping people to live a more fulfilled and happier life. And this specific episode, we're going to talk about how to check in with our emotions, see where we're at, and when we figure out what really goes on with us, we can then further take other steps and see which emotions we need to address and work with that. Make sure you have a quiet place, nobody around that can bother you, no animals or kids or who knows, whatever. Maybe pour yourself a cup of tea, something calming like chamomile or something that doesn't have caffeine in it. Maybe put up some candles. Make it just more inviting in the warm place, so you enjoy being in, and it kind of helps to set the mood to deal with your inner self. So before you start the exercise, make sure you take a couple of deep breaths. Get all your materials ready, pencil, crayons, watercolor, whatever you have in hand, piece of paper. Put your hands on the paper and set your intentions. Say gratitude for all you have received so far. And then start and just let it flow, whatever the feeling you have and the emotions that come up. Just try to let that dictate what you put on the paper. So this is the artwork I created. Doesn't matter how you look at it. So this is the more exciting part. Now you can really talk about what you felt during the creation, and you can ask it some questions, because then you can get more to the root of the emotions you felt when you created it. So one question you can ask it is, who are you? What's your name? So whatever comes up for you. To me, as you can see, there's a lot of spiky, not very pointy, but up and down emotions going on here. So I still kind of called it spiky. Reminds me of one of those sea creatures that kind of like a tentacle or something inside of a tentacle. Can't really move, fluid moving, even though it has sort of a solid core. I still felt like, yeah, it's the up and down emotions going on in my head, I guess, the feelings. And then the other question you can ask it is, what's the main emotion you felt besides the up and down spiky feeling you had? Did you feel sad? Did you feel anxiety? Did you feel stressed? Did you feel angry? Did you feel upset, scared? Whatever the feeling is, there might be more than one, obviously, but maybe you should make sure you write them down. You can even write them on a piece of paper here, and then really sit with it and see which one is the one that stands out the most, which one is the one you want to work on more in the future, in the next session, or which one you want to work on right now. If there's something pressing you want to talk about, so you just feel the emotions. Now you put them onto the paper. You kind of already, they went through your body, you felt your emotions, and now you can just let them go, because they're on here anymore now. They're not inside of you anymore. So for me, it's I feel a little frustrated. A lot of things are going good and some things are not going good, so I kind of feel frustrated. So that's probably what that wavy line is happening here. So I need to work on this frustration a bit, thinking about why. I think it was because somebody, a friend of mine, kind of annoyed me. And I got frustrated because I thought I was doing my best, and apparently my best wasn't what they were thinking it was my best, so it wasn't. I need to work on my self-talk and not take other people's criticisms seriously, and this is just their perspective, and validate their perspective, but don't get it in your head and affect your self-esteem. Just try to resolve whatever the problem is. Talk to the person, obviously. Yeah. Don't let it affect your emotions. Just because somebody has an opinion, that doesn't mean that this is their truth, but it doesn't mean it's your truth. So, and yeah, so I definitely need to work on that. I hope you enjoyed this exercise and it helped you figure out what you need to work on and what you're feeling right now. It could be a whole list of things, just write them all down. Like I said, either write them on here or just put it in the notebook. Write the date and then a notebook, and then you can see which one you want to work on first. But this is definitely good to do once a week, once a day, whenever, how often you want to do it, to check in so you don't let out your emotion on other people in the family. This way they go onto the paper and you deal with yourself. You don't let other people have it. Don't yell at your kids or your partner because you don't feel a certain way. It's not their fault. Always take responsibility for your own emotions. I'm going to put my email down there if you like to book a free session, one-on-one session via Zoom, or if you have WhatsApp or whatever platform you like to use, and we can see if this kind of therapeutic work is helpful for you. And I hope you tune into the next art therapy session. I think that one might be about grief, and then there's another one about anxiety and stress, and one other one is working on self-esteem. So there's a lot of different ones coming out soon. So once a week I will produce videos for this channel again. So I'm excited on this series. So I have a whole playlist up here about using art as therapy, and there's more to come, as I said, so check those out.